Welcome back to the Crazy Gates podcast. My name is Eno.
And I'm Kayla, and we're live from the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Dimsdale Dimmadome. Bro, this is our first video podcast. You can see our faces. You know what we look like. You can see us in action. It took me... Let's talk about this set. I felt like a real producer with this.
Did you?
It took me, 15, 20 minutes to clean up my desk.
Yeah.
Set up the Inosuke in the middle. Like, I'm trying to feel like trying to do a vibe here, you know? So... Cheers.
We got set design. Cheers.
Set design.
We got a candle for ambiance. Ambiance.
But yeah, I'm very excited. Very excited to be on camera with you. Because you know what I was thinking as well? What?
Move that more out of the way.
Out of the way? Sure, I can take out a shot. What I was thinking more is like the opportunity of different things we can do on the podcast now. So what I was thinking...
We can show videos.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we can do reaction videos. Like, so we're going to put it on the middle of the screen.
You can show me pictures of anime characters I've never heard of.
Bro, that's exactly... We're going to siphon through fucking characters. I'll have a preset list. I'll have a preset folder. We'll siphon through anime characters. And I just want you to say, who is this man? Oh, that'll be... So we should have done that this podcast.
We should have.
Next time.
Next week on the Crazy Gates podcast.
We're going to see... I already have this planned out. A Dragon Ball Z tier list live.
Oh, I would love that.
I'm going to have... 30.
Everyone is gonna be so mad at me.
I just want specific fucking pictures of different characters.
You know who's A tier? God tier?
Who?
Beerus.
Beerus? Yeah, that's 100% right. Like who's A tier? Beerus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna argue with that.
He's the very top. You know why? Because he's a cat. That's the only reason.
All right, I want to come into the podcast though. Blazing Glory.
Yes.
First thing I want to talk about. So we got a PS5, right?
We did get a PS5, yes. So this is purely for the reason so that we can play God of War.
Yeah, no, like we played God of War 1, and like, okay, let's get God of War 2. Where is it? Oh, it's only on
only on PS5.
Not even PS5, PS4, PS5, it's on PSN network. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to run this high FPS game on the poor, like, second-gen PS4 that we have. So that's already out of the way. I wasn't thinking that we're going to get the PS5, to be honest with you. I had the idea, because, like, yeah, we had the funds for it, but Mexico, say for Mexico, that's fine. I don't need it. Here you come along.
But then I started playing God of War, and I looked at you, and I'm like, Bino, let's get a PS5. What's stopping us? Because the thing is, I don't have very many games that I like to play. You have games that you can play, and you can play them all the time, and blah, 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 whatever. But, like, there's only one game that I can consistently play, and that's Sims. Everything else is, like, a story, and once you're done the game, you're done the game. Like, yeah, you can replay it, but, like, you already know the story.
No, that's probably one of the things I struggle with the most is being happy when I'm gaming. It sounds fucking weird, because I play Overwatch, I play League of Legends, I play whatever, other, like, multiplayer game, Demon Slayer, Guilty Gear.
Yeah.
I like winning.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily love the
losing.
game. Yeah, because when I fucking lose, bro.
It's right here.
Oh, yeah, thank you. When I fucking lose, bro, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm seething.
Yeah.
I'm seething.
Because that's the thing I don't understand. Everyone's like, oh, you should play Overwatch with me. Oh, you should start playing Valorant. You should start playing Apex. Nobody ever looks like they're having fun when they're playing. Like, all you're doing is just yelling and getting mad. Why would I want to put myself into that situation?
Bro, Apex?
I get too stressed out when there's other people coming for me.
No, Apex just looks like you're drinking bleach every time you're playing. Every Apex player I've met, and I ask them, or like talk like, hey, so how's Apex? Like, ugh. Like, fuck Apex. At least with me, League of Legends, it's not the same energy because I genuinely, like, I can walk away with fulfillment if I lose. In a sense, okay, that's a little bit of bullshit. I can walk away with fulfillment in some of the plays to know that I'm still good, but I'm still gonna be pissed off that I lose.
Yeah.
Right? If I lose in Overwatch, I just accept that I'm trash. If I lose in other fighting games,
I would like to argue that point. I feel like you are more upset when you've played well, but you lost because you have a shitty team. Versus if you know you're playing shitty and you lose, then you're like, well, makes sense.
It's a different kind of hurt.
Because I've seen you so mad before. Because other people are doing dumb shit. I don't understand what's happening, but all I know is what you're saying means that they're doing dumb shit.
What I'm saying, like, what thing? Give me some League of Legends verbiage that you hear me say out a lot of times.
I don't know, something about ganking lanes.
Yeah, they motherfuckers don't fucking gank! They don't fucking
and jungling.
Bro, they don't fucking gank, bro. I could be all the way backed up into my tower with their enemy jungler, their enemy mid laner. They already have Rift Herald. They're kind of pushing my main lane. And where's my jungler? Jerking off on bottom lane, doing Krugs. Like, no. Shit like that gets me mad. That's why I stopped playing rank. Like,
this is why I like to play one-player games. Because I don't have to rely on anybody.
No. Can I say my... Well, because you told me a little breakdown of, like, how I'm like when I'm angry at games. Let me give you a breakdown of what you're like. That's what I want to bring up. I'm going to bring it up on the podcast.
Okay.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
So, I was playing some games on the computer.
Mm-hmm.
And I was streaming.
Uh-huh.
And you were playing God of War. And I don't know, maybe you want to tell the story from your point of view?
I do.
Okay.
Okay, let me set the scene, right? Mm-hmm. I'm playing God of War. I'm playing it. I'm having a great time. And then I come up to this fight. It's not necessarily like a boss battle. It's like a mini boss battle, right? And I'm not doing great. I died already like twice. And you're sitting here talking to stream, and I know you're talking to stream, and you're not talking to me, but I can't focus when you're talking. I don't know if it's ADHD or what the reason behind it is, but if you're talking, I'm listening to you, and I'm not paying attention to what I'm supposed to be doing.
Bro, you...
And I know it's not your fault, and it's entirely my fault, but I'm still gonna get mad at you for it.
Bro, put that second earphone in. Go into the zone. Forget about me.
I can't.
You can't.
No, because you're doing too many movements.
So you have...
So I can see you out of the corner of my eye, and then I get interested, and then I'm like, what's he talking
Bro!
about?
You see how I can't win here? You see how I can't fucking win? Dog. I was so flabbergasted, because I'm like, bro, I would understand if I'm like, hey, Kayla. Hey, Kayla. And then you're like, stop, I'm in the middle of the thing. I'm just here talking to my friends on stream, talking about, hey, guys, how's your day? Shut up! And I had to keep it together for streams as if I was so confused. It's like,
yeah. Just be quiet for like 4 minutes. Let me beat this and then do whatever you need to do.
But yeah, so that's one thing that I wanted to bring up. It's fine. You admitted it. It's fine. You got through with it. But other things I like to do, I like to see you do when you're gaming and you get mad, is that you'll suck your teeth. But like it's like an audible suck your teeth. And then when I like show you that I've acknowledged that, whether it's a I'm like, oh, like I make whatever type of like verbal cue wherever I'm at, and then you get more mad because you know that I heard you.
Yeah, because
that's just cool.
Then you know that I'm doing bad.
I definitely want to get you into more like versus games with me and work that thing out. You know, we could be having so much fun. We could be having so much fun.
We could not be. I really feel like if we were to play games like that, we could end up in divorce.
What? Bro. Over what?
I don't know.
So when we play Monopoly.
Oh, that's fine.
And like I'm winning, but I'm being like a sore winner. So like
yeah, so I hate that.
You hate that.
Yeah.
Because I'm saying like, oh wow, Kayla Industries really took a hit this last quarter.
Yeah, and then you do that like every time it's your turn.
I don't know. I'm just speaking like as a broker. I'm being, observant of the market right now, the current market.
See, it's funny the first time you say it, but if I'm continually losing and doing wrong, just means that I'm completely bankrupt this entire time. Nothing has changed, so you don't need to keep updating me on my status. I know Kayla Industries isn't doing great. It hasn't been doing great for the last 15 years. You don't need to be telling me that.
I feel you. But yeah, single player games is the only thing that you have in your back pocket. So God of War.
Yeah. Tomb Raider.
Hit
I'm waiting for Hellblade 2. so not patiently, but very patiently at the same time.
Hellblade 2?
Yeah.
Okay, so one has to go. God of War, Hellblade 2, or the Tomb Raider series, or any of the Tomb Raider games. One has to go.
I'm gonna get rid of Hellblade. Just only because there's so many Tomb Raider games, and there's technically so many God of War games that I could play like all of them, and like it would take up more time. Whereas like Hellblade only has the one game right now.
But it was good.
It was really good. If Hellblade 2 was already released, then I'd probably say Tomb Raider.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna go with Tomb Raider 2, just because you played one Tomb Raider, you kind of played them all. Because the thing I like about God of War is that specifically,
it's a continuation of the story.
Not even just a continuation. It has different mechanics. Like, it does its best to update some of its like movement mechanics. So like, remember how previously you got up a wall, you just
and now you can
do that little thing.
It.
Yeah, they're always keeping their mind open about things that we can update with. So that's that.
Yeah, that is that, isn't it?
That is that. So the reason why I brought the PS5,
yes,
the reason why I brought the PS5 is because
we've had to learn how to share.
We have had to learn how to share, and it's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah, because you're used to being the only gamer in the family, and I'm used to being an only child. So we both don't know how to share video games.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we've got a pretty good system for the most part. Because, like, you work from home, I work away. So, like, if you do have any time during work hours, you can play the game and get some time in. When I come home from work, I start gaming, and then you start streaming, basically.
Yeah.
And then once I get, like, closer to my bedtime, then we, like, swap off.
It's just, when I want to play it, and I see you're playing it and having fun,
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here grinding my teeth like, I should have just let you be a YouTube girlfriend. I should never have even said, like, hey, Kayla, you try.
Yeah, you want to play video games with me?
I remember, like, slowly getting you acclimated to video games with, like, some small fighter games. When you play together, you get a little bit into it. Like, you're still looking down at your buttons, but you look up at the screen. Now, you're sitting here like, when is it my turn?
Yeah, move over. This is my PS5.
It's my turn on the PS5. I'm like, bro, I don't know. I feel like I've had to earn this shit. I've had to earn it.
Yeah.
You know, so it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Mm-hmm. So next thing I want to talk to you about.
No.
What? No, you have something you want to talk to me about.
I want to give my fun fact.
Oh, right.
Because you didn't let me do that at the beginning.
Sure.
Before we get too far into it, and I completely forget my fun fact because my attention span isn't that great.
What is your fun fact, baby girl?
Okay. Did you know that roller coasters were invented as to distract Americans from sin?
Bro, what the fuck? What the fuck did I mean? Okay. So I'm gonna say it again, just to make sure I hear you correctly.
Yeah.
Roller coasters
were invented to distract Americans from sin.
Distract Americans from...
Distract them.
How does being in a roller coaster make me be like, oh, I've seen the light, guys? I've seen the fucking light. I was on the tilt-a-whirl or the rip circle or whatever back there. I'm a believer.
No,
I don't want to sin. What is it? What's the breakdown?
So in the 1880s, a hosiery businessman, so a man that sells pantyhose and things like that.
Hosiery.
That's
a whole nother thing I want to break into. But go on.
Named LaMarcus Thompson. I already Googled it. He was a white man.
LaMarcus?
LaMarcus
It's fine.
Thompson.
I'll allow
it. Saw that Americans, specifically more so American men, were spending a lot of time in saloons and brothels.
In which area is this? The United
1880s.
Is it
in specifically Coney Island?
Coney Island,
Yeah.
New York. Okay, I'm with you.
So, in order to kind of distract from it, LaMarcus Thompson was like, what's better than a wholesome, fun ride that we could set up, and then it would be like a whole new thing, like it would draw crowds. People would be coming to the ride instead of going to the saloon or the brothels. I don't know, it's something about getting your thrills elsewhere, essentially.
Okay, so I think I got you. So you think I would rather me go fast over busting a nut? That's what we do in brothels, right?
Brothels, yes.
Okay, so I'm
saloons, not so much. It'd be weird, but yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like a strip club. Like if I'm not getting any ass, I can see like the deter, but like.
Because the thing is,
you can't replace horniness.
Like if you think about it, though, is for how many years? Like say this man is like 30 something, right? The average saloon goer.
He's in his 30s. Has a family at home. Works all day.
He's been drinking for how many years of his life? He's been having sex for how many years of his life? This is the very first roller coaster. It's a spectacle.
It's a spectacle, but
it's thrilling. It's adventurous.
Bro, I just don't see how it can compete. I'm a gentleman. I've Behemoth, like all of Candle Wonderland, right?
You don't like roller coasters like I like roller coasters.
Yeah, okay, so Chippendales or going to an amusement park?
Amusement park.
Over Chippendales.
Yeah.
You can put money in the undies and watch them sit.
Yeah, but that's just, I feel like I'm too awkward for that.
What do you mean?
Like, I would only go if I'm going to be, like, towards the back. Like, I don't want any chance of them trying to bring me on stage, because that's a no-go. I don't want to be on stage. I don't want to be a part of the act.
Kayla.
I just want to sit back and watch.
It's your bachelorette party. They take you to Chippendales. You have the bachelorette crown. You get all the dancers to come around you. They sing happy birthday.
Ew, happy birthday. It's my bachelorette party, not my birthday.
Shit. Happy bachelorette party to you. No, like, so they're out here putting all the attention on you. You're saying no to that? Mm-hmm. Like, they lift you up on the chair.
I'm leaving immediately.
Leaving?
Yeah, the moment a guy grabs my hand, I'm walking out of that bitch.
What's up with you?
That's a lot.
A lot?
Yeah.
Let me switch to therapist Eno real quick.
Okay.
So tell me. Tell me, Kayla. These feelings when they come up inside of you, what do they feel like?
I don't know. I just what would I do? Like I'm sitting
you
there.
You absorb it. You go crazy. Just, do girl things. Like,
I don't know. Like what do I do with my hands?
Touch things. Go.
I don't know what I do.
Feel them up.
Plus,
they're
what
oily.
If ew, oily.
They're
Gross.
oily. They're oily.
I don't want to touch somebody that's oily. That's like a whole nother ball game.
But okay, so go ahead. Go ahead. You're saying.
I don't know. I just feel like all that's gonna happen is I'm just gonna sit there and I'm gonna get flustered and my face is gonna go red and everyone's just gonna be watching me and like I don't want to do that. Like
you're flustered.
Yeah. Like, if it was like more like a strip club where you could just like go off into a back room, get like a one-on-one dance, like I would be more open to that. But for some reason, women's clubs like that is all about, oh yeah, let's bring them on stage, let's show it off, let's do. I don't want that.
You don't want to be shown off.
No, I want to go to a regular strip club with regular bitches.
Take my money. Leave me alone.
And I want to do it in a skeezy way, not in an entertainment way.
Bro, one thing that you say that I think kind of captured, like, I could get a summary of you with just one statement. It's don't perceive me.
Yeah.
And that shit
I don't want to be perceived.
That shit goes so deep. I don't want to be noticed. I don't want to be perceived.
Don't look at me. Don't think about me. Don't talk to me.
But you're out here doing a podcast trying to share your speech with the world.
It's funny how things work out, isn't it?
Also, I wanted to, take this time off to the side here.
Yes.
To give a very special shout out to Ganja Dono.
Our #1 fan.
Thank you for keeping us up. Because I was having a conversation with Kayla. I was geeking. Geeking! When we're in the Discord call and you're out here trying to talk about the podcast, saying, remembering points about the podcast, remembering jokes about the podcast, just even fucking talking about it is huge. So I just want to give a little shout out to
I also would like to take this moment and say something. The viewers have voted that I am the funniest one of the podcast.
It was by 2 votes. I carry this bitch with one one strap over my shoulder. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's no Crazy Gay podcast without Eno Bino. I'm the first voice that they hear, and I'm the last thing that they hear. You can get your little friends to come to the Twitters and, you know, vote for you and fuck up the vote. You can do all that. That's cool.
Yeah.
But the real people know. The real people know.
Let's
Let's go to the next thing. Let me tell you about my butt crack grip dream.
That's wild.
My butt crack grip dream. Saying that.
Butt crack grip dream.
Butt crack grip dream.
There you go.
Did I say right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna put that. That's gonna be the title.
Butt crack grip dream. Say
Bro.
it 10 times fast.
Butt crack grip dream. Oh, okay. Let me actually get it. Okay. Butt crack
Grip
dream. Okay. Oh. My brain's like taking in the order and just looking at it like.
Butt crack drip dream.
No, I got it. Butt crack grip dream. No. Butt crack grip dream. Butt crack grip. No, it's not happening. Butt crack grip dream. So guys, there I was, back at my parents' house. I hate dreams. My dreams only like revolve around like 3 places, and then like get one dream every other night. It's my high school.
Oh, I get a lot of high school dreams.
My elementary school.
I don't get any elementary school. I went to multiple elementary
Yeah,
schools.
so that's probably why. That's why. I only went to 2. And finally, my old like childhood home. Those are like the 3 places I mostly get my dreams at. So this scenario, obviously, we're at my old parents' house. It's me, I believe my father, my sister. We're all in the kitchen doing something.
Yeah.
Right? Now, it's been like a week and a bit. I've been doing my best to try to remember this dream as best as I could for the podcast. So the details might be as accurate, but the core points are true. So I don't know what I was doing. One key fact, I was butt-ass naked. Like, trees hanging out.
In front of your family.
And the thing is, I was cool with it. So you know when like your mind like just is like accepts what's in front of you? Like, oh, I'm falling, or oh, I'm driving in a car. Like,
yeah.
You know in your mind, like, I don't have money to afford a Bugatti. But I'm in the car now, I'm going to be in it. So I know I'd never be naked in front of my family. But I'm here now, and I'm going to go with it.
Never. I feel like if anybody from your family were to be naked in front of the other members of your family, it would be you.
It would be me? Really?
Yeah.
I don't want to tell a story. I had a really bad mushroom trip.
And you were naked and walking around?
It called for family therapy.
Ah.
Yeah.
The only reason why I say it's gonna be you is because you're constantly FaceTiming your siblings with no shirt on. And every time it happens, they're always like, ew, why aren't you wearing a shirt?
I'm like, bro, I'm a man.
And like even your mom says it. So like out of everybody, I think it would be you.
So I'm butt-ass naked in the dream.
Yeah.
Butt-ass naked. And so my father, he's wearing like a tie or whatever. And so I'm scrubbing something. I'm trying to remember what the action I'm doing. I just I had to be on the top counter and they're on the bottom counter. So my butt crack is just out in the air. And
for everyone to see.
Yeah, and they're out here trying to do stuff and walking around. And I'm sitting here cleaning the cupboard or whatever. Guys, I don't know what happened, but my butt crack grips onto my dad's tie. And it's just like clamped. And I remember the sensation just like, I tried to like release. Like I was like, this thing open
just
butt.
let go.
Yeah, this thing open butt thoughts. This motherfucker was clamped and
Unhand
sucking.
me.
Clamped and sucking in. So my dad's getting pissed off. He's like, "I'll let go of me," like being all animated and shit. And I'm like, I'm trying. So I get that thing up, and then I roll over, and now like something else is stuck in my butt. Like I think it was like a cloth.
Looking for something to hold on.
Bro, it was like a cloth or some shit stuck in my butt crack. And now I'm trying to every time I take something else out, there'll be a new thing that was stuck in it. So I was stuck in this perpetual loop of just shit being stuck in my butt crack. So
what if the reason you had that dream was because you had a wedgie while you were sleeping?
Bro, that would explain the endless things in my ass, man. You don't understand. I was on the verge of tears, just like
because like you know those times
just
that you
get
have a
stuck.
dream that you have to like that you peed your pants or like something, and then you wake up and you like really have to
Almost,
pee.
I could have pissed myself.
Yeah, like what if it's something like that?
Did you give me a wedgie in the middle of the night,
Maybe.
bro? I will. Could you?
I might try it now to see if you get the dream
No,
again.
no. No, I'm gonna give you a wedgie. Fuck.
I always like.
Yeah, it's not just a weird word.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give you a cooter wedgie and do it from the front.
that's very uncomfortable.
Does it work? How does that work?
It can be painful.
Painful.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm trying to understand like the anatomy of the vagine. So like you have your two little, front
Yeah.
lips like in the front here, and so like you're just kind of sitting here pretty. So it
Yeah.
just gets up
It
into the
usually-
what's
It's usually like a case of like jeans that are maybe like too tight in that area.
I thought you meant jeans like in like their body like
No,
DNA.
no. Oh,
like,
no.
Like you just have a,
Like,
you have a
no,
type
like-
of pussy
like-
that just eats some shit. You got that gripper. Sorry, go
No.
ahead.
Like pants jeans, because there's that like thick seam or whatever, and so if your pants, if you have them like pulled too high up, or if they're like too tight in the crotch area, when you go to sit down, all you get is the seam right up your cooch, and it's uncomfortable. The only time that it ever like really hurts is usually like with a thong, if it's not like centered, kind of thing. So you get one lip over here and one lip over here.
Oh no. See, shit like that, like, be a woman.
Just
Like,
think of like
just-
if your balls were separated on
yeah,
in your
nah,
underwear, like
nah.
one ball on this side of the underwear and the other ball on this side of the underwear.
I will tell you one thing. One of the scariest things that can happen to a guy, and I think other guys can relate to this, is if you get kicked in the balls and one gets sucked up.
Oh, do you have to just wait for it to come
Yeah,
down?
you can feel you literally.
Can you
feel,
just and like pop it
Stop!
out?
This is real shit, nigga. I was sympathetic with your cooter shit. You gotta be sympathetic with us.
I'm sorry, balls are just really funny to me.
Stop. What's funny about balls?
I don't know, they dangle.
They dangle. They
You
do
can go
dangle.
like this to them.
Don't advise that, but cool.
They're squishy.
Don't advise that. You know, it takes only the pressure of squeezing a grape to. Fuck
Yeah,
us
I
up.
know. Which ever since I found that out, I've really wanted to just.
Any type of like ball sack comedy, even growing up, was so unattractive to me because it's
Yeah.
just, why are we doing this? Like, there's that, even like that Tibetan monk. This can be one of those pictures that you use that you're sitting there. He's like, I am bald, and motherfuckers are sitting there just kicking his shit in, just hitting that, and he's saying you're just taking it. It's like, 'cause
What? Where?
I'll show you a video.
Okay.
I'll show you. You do a snippet. You'll be able to pull out. His position was like this,
Yeah.
just fucking rocked up in the balls, bro. But yeah, one can go up, and you just have to wait for it to drop. You can't
What if it doesn't come down?
go to the hospital. We might have to research this for next time. If it,
Yeah, because they would have to like open it up and like just bloop,
yeah,
and then just so. I feel like that would be pretty easy to fix though.
nah, but it's one of those things where it happened. It only takes one time for you to be like, don't
What
kick
if?
me in the balls.
Okay, so there's the balls, right? Like this. And then there's like the little stringy thing that like holds them together.
The,
Do you ever, because they're just kind of like free floating in the sack, yeah? Do they ever get twisted?
no, they got a pretty nice floor plan. Like, even though like
Okay.
they're it's always like ends up like.
Because what if they went like this?
I mean, you can try.
Can I try it?
No. No.
Okay.
No, you don't. You don't get to try. But no, the anatomy is good enough. Like, we've come to a point of evolution where it always just kind of like resets. Like, even if you like you twist it, like, okay, don't stop twisting it, but
Yeah.
it doesn't twist on its own. It's not that much free falling.
Interesting.
The scrote. I can feel it in my scrote.
I feel it in my scrote.
Yeah, it works pretty well. What else do we have on the list?
I think you should tell me what you think a vegan strip club is.
A vegan strip club.
Yeah.
So, I was in the Discord call with my boy Lala Songs, right? Or me, Donna, and all them.
Yeah.
They bring something to my attention. Vegan strip clubs.
Yes.
Vegan?
There's only one of its kind.
There's only one?
There's only one.
Okay. Let me get out my
Yeah.
my thoughts on it, and then you can tell me what the real thing is. Like, I mean, what kind of bitches you got up there? Like, this isn't human flesh. This is like all grain. Like, I don't know. Like,
It's only vegan bitches.
only vegan bitches. What's your diet?
We got grass-fed bitches.
No, that should be the fucking title. No, hold on. There's too many beggars. We got grass fed. No, that's bad. No, because Kayla said the joke. She's the one that said the joke. I'm just sitting here co-signing.
It's like grass-fed chickens, but grass-fed bitches.
Grass fed bitches. Like, that's okay. And so the other vegan part about it is, the way that they strip. It's none of this. No fake implants, no nothing. All the women are natural. And I don't know. I imagine pussy eating is happening. I don't know what it is. Like, if it's
they're wearing lettuce leaves and
yeah, like it's literally. I'm vegan, guys.
I am vegetable.
I love vegetables so
They
much.
dress up like vegetables with bikinis.
Dog, like.
Watch me shed my leaves.
Yeah, like just peel yourself like a banana, dog. Like, what is a vegan? What do you mean? You mean a vegan strip club? Okay, now give me.
Would you like to know?
Give me the real.
I also want to give you first the motto that they have, because it made me laugh.
Okay.
Okay, so this is their motto: Vixens, not veal. Sizzle, not steak. We put the meat on the pole, not on the plate.
That gives me nothing. Like, you're just saying all things that vegans would regularly say.
Yeah.
You're not giving me any connection to what's making this strip club vegan.
Okay. So, only one of its kind, right?
Sure.
It's called Casa Diablo, and it's in Portland.
Hotel
And the way it started was this guy had opened up a vegan restaurant. But most of his customers were like your regular like blue collar men, like electricians and plumbers and things like that, right?
Blue collar.
Meat eaters. So they would come into the restaurant and most of the time they would end up leaving because they realized there is no meat on the menu.
Sure.
And so because this guy was about to go bankrupt because he wasn't leasing his restaurant, he owned the building. So if business doesn't go good, like, he goes fully bankrupt. So he was trying to brainstorm ways to get people to come into his restaurant without sacrificing his vegan ideals.
So he was a vegan restaurant before a strip club?
Yeah. And so he decided sex sells. So he turned it into a strip club with, obviously, you can order vegan meals and things like that. So it's a regular strip club, but instead of having, like, your standard strip club, like, buffet things, it's, like, a vegan restaurant and strip club.
That's actually kind of gangster.
Yeah.
That's actually fucking, like, gangster shit. Like, you literally look at a situation, you're vegan, right? Like,
Yeah.
the people you're hanging around with, like, I'm not saying conservative or whatever, but, like, they wouldn't really go to a strip. I don't see, like, a vegan going to a strip club.
No.
There are some that do. I know they exist. You're one of them. Sure. I'm just saying, overall, you guys aren't. It's not like a rave.
So this way, you can go to the strip club, and you don't necessarily have to eat the food. It's just there as an option.
But I'm saying, like, that's, like, you really looked at all your friends and said, fuck it. I'm in a bind. I'm going to make something happen.
Strip club.
We're making a strip club.
Yep.
That's dope. Okay. So we got that there. I got my butt crack dream. Okay. What do I talk about?
I know what we can do. Since we got what your thoughts were on vegan strip clubs.
Sure.
Why don't we tell the people a little about Inoskinese?
You want to go right into Inoskinese?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we give the background of Inoskinese?
You can give the background and I'll pull up some
Okay.
Inoskinese.
All right. I'm going to look directly at y'all when I say this. So, I suck at English. I've never gotten over a 70% on any English assignment, test, book reading, grade, it's never been over 70%.
Yeah.
Ever.
Listening to Eno read a book out loud is painful.
Kayla! I read it well now.
It's painful.
I read it well now.
No, even when you read chat sometimes, if it's like a longer chat, you read like the first 5 words perfectly fine, and then you mix up everything else after that.
What am I saying? I'm not a librarian. What am I gonna be looking at this bitch for? I'm not a fucking librarian. I'm gonna read from grade 0 to grade 12. Never higher than 70%. So naturally, there's just words and things I've been saying.
And then you get somebody like me, who has always had straight A's in English, was reading well above my
Oh yeah, you
level.
one of those people that like, I read at a 12th grade reading level.
I'm always good at spelling, reading, like essays, anything to do with English, I'm good.
You pick me.
I also have issues when people don't use proper... I am a grammar...
You pick me.
Police. Like... And so sometimes me and Eno will just be having conversations and he'll say something and I'm like, that's not a word.
It's a word, bro.
Or like, it is a word, but that's not the word that you think it is. And so Enoskanese has come to be.
It's just been a lot of words. What was the first? You remember the first word?
Jurassic.
Was it Jurassic?
Jurassic was the beginning.
It's Jurassic measures. They're gigantic.
It's drastic.
They're gigantic.
It's
the Jurassic era. What's big? The dinosaurs, the trees, the mammals. Everything is giant.
Yes.
These are Tyrannosaurus Rex level.
Yeah.
Situation. This is Jurassic measures. I'm gonna have to go Tyrannosaurus Rex on them. Like big.
And the thing that got me was when I first found out that Eno didn't know what drastic was. He told me, he's like, I always used it in essays and the teachers never said anything. They just circled it and continued on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you never thought to ask?
As long as I passed, I'm okay. I passed.
Yeah.
I moved on. Okay, so there's Jurassic.
There's egregiances.
Grievances. Let me break down grievances. I love grievances. What's your grievance, bro? What's your beef? What's your problem with it?
For those that are wondering, the real word is grievance.
The grievance. All right, so the way I would hear it, I'd learn it and know it and say it, and it's all good. When somebody has a grievance, like what's the grievance for the situation? What is your poke at it? Like you're sitting here, I say, let's go out to eat, and you make a noise. I'm like, okay, what's your issue with us doing this? That's a grievance.
Uh-huh. The next one, mortuary.
I'm not fucking saying that. What is it? So, what is it? Moderate?
Mortuary.
Yeah, CH?
No, TU.
Mortuary?
Mortuary.
Ew. Even saying that word, that's a gross. What did I say?
Mortuary.
Yeah, it's a mortuary.
You have your Shex rock.
Ah, my shiny rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a real background to that. So there's this primate game that I used to play, the Ancestry game, where you evolve as monkeys, and there's this one rock type. I think it's like a granite type or whatever. It's a rock. It's the most important rock in the entire game. You could go on with just this rock, no stick, just this rock, and survive the whole game.
Yeah.
And so it was like, oh, the shiny rock.
No, sex rock.
By sex rock.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Your sex rock.
Like the orange one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was gonna make my dick bigger.
yeah, apparently.
No. It actually, like, I know you think I'm a placebo guy, and if I get an idea and I just roll with it, but bro, this shit actually made, like...
What happened to your sex rock?
It's still in there.
Your other word, petrodactyls.
Oh yeah, the gas dinosaurs.
The gas dinosaurs.
So you know how they say, oh yeah, we PTR
instead of pterodactyl.
It's petrodactyl.
It's a petrodactyl.
So it's the same spelling. Did I just say it wrong?
It's not even the same spelling.
Oh.
Because it's PT, not PET.
Petrodactyl. It's you look at it quick. That's a petrodactyl.
It's a petrodactyl.
So dinosaurs get melted down to make oil.
The ancient flying gasoline dinosaurs of ye old times. Shout out Dort.
Yeah, shout out Dort for making, she's the one that really started collecting, because at first it's like, oh, that's something that, does. We move on by it. We're good. Yeah. Do something else. But then it's like, She's like, wait a minute, you have like 4 or 5 words that you're just like saying.
Butchering.
So let's make a book about it.
Yeah.
So now we have a little book. What's next?
Kleptomancy.
Let me tell you about kleptomancy, nigga. Your ability to steal. You know, if somebody's a kleptomaniac, what do?
Kleptomancy.
The art of stealing. I do a lot of kleptomancy. I got another story for this later for my
You do be kleptomancing.
every day.
Yeah.
Or every trip.
Yep.
What's my other Noscanese word?
Colonal.
Oh, I hate that. Okay. Am I the crazy one when I look at that word?
No, okay.
Okay, thank you. Colonal.
When I was young, I definitely read the word as colonal.
Colonal. Coneleon. Colonal.
Colonal. It's colonel.
Kernal. Colonel, like a popcorn.
First of all, popcorn kernel does not have an A in it.
Colonel. CKE.
RNEL.
Colonel.
Colonel.
Say it again.
Colonel.
Yeah, Colonel. Oh.
If anything,
A-L.
it would be U, not A.
Nah, you bugging.
Colonel would be A. Colonel is
Colonel.
UL.
You're bugging.
You're bugging.
So colonel.
Colonel.
Who looked at that word and said, "Oh yeah, that's colonel"? There's no R in it.
Yield English.
I need to find the history of why the word colonel.
You want me to Google it?
If you have time.
Yeah.
Colonel. I'm pissed off, man. Like, you're gonna try to think that I'm crazy for looking at. Like, I'll be playing Mega Man X4. I'll be looking at like you're versing colonel versus X or colonel versus Z.
Okay, so colonel, spelled Colonel, came to English from the mid 16th century French word coronel, which means commander of a regiment or column of soldiers. By the mid 17th century, the spelling and French pronunciation had changed to colonel, and the English spelling also changed, and the pronunciation was shortened to 2 syllables, colonel.
Just change it to colonel then. Just follow with what the verbiage, so people like me in 2023 can look at that word and be like, oh, colonel. Thank you, Captain. I'm sitting here like, having a stroke.
Thing is,
nigga.
How often are you actually reading the word colonel?
Every time I play Mega Man X4.
Yeah, but you're the only person. Okay, not the only person.
Mm-hmm.
There's like 2 other people that I know, but there's only a handful of
in the
people
military. People
play...
like Solomon needs to know what he's talking to is colonel. Say, hey, sir. Colonel, sir.
Sir Colonel.
That has to be a word, man. They have to go back to the original spelling.
Yeah.
They have to go back to the original spelling. So speaking of colonel, do you have any Noscanese words?
No.
Okay.
Speaking of kleptomancy.
Kleptomancy. I want to go back to kleptomancy.
Yes.
Here.
Mr. Kleptomancer.
I had a Hitman / Assassin's Creed /
I think you're giving it a lot more.
Nah, nigga. Hold on. I committed a heist.
A heist.
So regularly, I do be swiping. I'm not gonna say too much because I want Metro to look at this. Okay, so this is how he does it.
This is not an admission of guilt. This is stories and fiction.
It's fake
for the podcast.
It's fake. So self-checkout. That part doesn't even to be.
Everyone steals from self-checkout.
This part doesn't even matter. I have my bag of stuff, and I'm on my way out the store.
Yes.
And I look around.
Already having stolen things.
Stop! That's not part of it. I don't steal.
You're right.
From them. Except this is the only time I've stolen.
Oh yeah, very, very first time. Only time, never gonna happen again.
This is the only time I've stolen. So... No. So... I'm standing there, ready to leave. I have my bag of stuff, and I'm about to walk out, and I'm thinking, what am I gonna take with me on my way out? Because there's nothing here. There's no security. Nobody's looking. All the workers
because
there.
Why would they put things outside of the store if they didn't want people to just take it?
Bro, every time I see a plant, a Christmas tree, anything I'm like, kill. Let's just swipe it. Pumpkin. Let's just swipe it, bro. Who's gonna tell us no? Him? He's on a smoke break. He doesn't care. He doesn't get paid enough to care.
True.
So as I'm about to start thinking about what I'm going to swipe, I look around. Of course, there's a security guard that's walking in with like this brisk walk, like he has a purpose to be there. So I'm already nervous because I'm thinking, okay, I didn't hear anybody yell. Nobody confronted me for some of the stuff that I had.
Yeah.
So did they have like a silent button at the bottom that said, "Oh, I seen him with stuff. Like, we need help."
I don't think, if anything, I don't think it would be a silent button. I think they probably have a security room, and one of the guys watching the camera would have seen you and would have walkied the security guys.
Ah, okay, all right.
Because that's how it happened usually when I worked at HomeSense.
We'll get to your side too. We'll
Yeah.
get to your side because you have some weird stories with that. So there I am. I see the security guard, and now he's posted up like a Saints Row guard, just like looking to the left, looking to the right, looking like he's searching. So then he does a walk outside to the sliding doors and goes out. I'm like, okay, so maybe this is my chance. But he
Yeah.
stops outside and he's looking left and looking right. So it's like you can see his little vision thing, like he's looking for something. So I'm still there waiting. And so what do? Because I think he almost looked at me. I did a big gamer move. I pulled my phone out and I pretended like I was making a phone call.
Yeah.
And I just sat there just like, yes. Like just nodding and not saying anything, pretending like I'm saying, and just looking around, walking around, put my bag down. And I'm acting like I'm frustrated on my phone because nobody wants to bother you when you're frustrated with an electronic.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, sir, can you please stop? My phone is just, get away from me. People, like, they can sense that energy. So that's the type of vibe I was trying to give off.
Yeah.
So then I put the phone down. He's still doing his little pacing thing. He finally leaves after I fake phone myself for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And then once I see that the coast is clear, I grab a Coke bottle, I grab a container of sandwiches, and I walk out.
Yeah.
And it was a successful heist, and I really felt like the James Bond music playing in the background because I played it like the book. We had an adversary, we had a potential to be caught. I could have been arrested.
Now can I poke holes in your theory?
You can try. I'm James Bond in this bitch.
Okay, so hear me out, yeah? Where we live
Yes.
isn't necessarily the most diverse. Right? Like,
Sure.
there's some, like, it's a little diverse, but not, like, hugely.
Especially
Majority of the time when you go into the grocery store, you're usually the only black person in the store.
Sure.
So if I were to call a security guard, I would say, there's a black man about this height wearing this jacket that stole from the store. You're the only one there. So regardless of if you're pretending to be on the
I'm
phone,
a ghost.
you're not hiding.
Bro, I'm a ghost. It's like, this is how I imagined it. This is literally the animation I imagined it. I put my phone, I start talking, I just gray out. Like in Assassin's Creed, it's like, you're hidden now. Like you're obsolete. Like who's gonna come up and talk, hey, are you stealing? No, but me? I'll clutch my pearls.
You know what they would ask? They wouldn't ask if you were stealing. They would ask, can I see your receipt?
I threw it out. Sorry. Why do I need my receipt? Is there a problem?
Do you have proof of purchase?
Suck my dick. I got your proof of purchase right here. No. No, I can't do that. I'll run away. Oh, I'd run. I don't know.
To where? Across the road where we live?
I'm running.
We don't live far enough
Bro,
away.
security guards make $19 an hour to like $22 an hour. They're not getting paid enough to run off the property. They're not getting a quota for niggas that they bag up.
Yeah, but some of them want to be Paul Blart.
Yeah, some of them trying to be a
So-
cop. Like, bro, dog, relax. I'm not even stealing from you. I'm stealing from a major
And because
corporation.
the thing is, I think, like, I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty positive that the security guards for the mall are also the same security guards for our building. So they could just come in. They can just enter the building.
I'll run into the stairs. I'll just run into. I'll just.
And what, you're gonna run up 9 flights of stairs? You don't
you'll
think they're
never-
gonna catch you?
Who's working that? It's not that serious. Who's working that hard? I'm on the.
Somebody.
Bro, I'm single with my
Somebody
groceries.
is gonna think this is gonna get me my yearly bonus.
Bro,
I'm going above and beyond.
You're outside of your jurisdiction.
It's been a slow day. They need something fun to do.
Damn, I really need to think about this.
Yeah.
If I ever get in a situation.
You're a black man hiding in snow. Like, it's not...
Yeah, it's pain. I'm gonna run though. I'll fucking run.
Okay.
Oh, I'll run.
All right.
Dude, I don't think I'll be able to run
I don't
away.
think you'll be able to run either, especially not up the stairs.
I'll be like, okay, all right. You caught me. Fuck.
Yeah.
I don't have proof of purchase. But we're already out here. I'll try to negotiate them like man to man. Like, bro, it's grocery. I have a family at home. I have this cute little kitty. He has the cutest little paws. He's
the cutest little toe beans.
And sometimes his tail's a little bent, but we still love him. Like,
Yeah.
bro, I'll give.
He's kind of dumb most of the time, but he's so sweet.
You're taking food out of my kids' mouths.
Yeah.
My child. My kitty.
Yeah.
My kitty.
And then the security guard's gonna be like, "So you're feeding your cat Swedish berries?"
Mm-hmm. And bacon. And bacon. Okay, I wanted to add our next topic here.
Yes.
Going back to you, because I've been doing a lot of talking, a lot of storytelling. I want you to tell the people about the time that you worked with a criminal. Bong, bong, bong. You worked with a criminal, Kayla.
And the thing is, I worked with a criminal in a gun store. So that's like, especially more criminally.
Even more levels.
Even you take your criminal and then you add more criminal on top of that. Super criminal.
Bro, he could have been fucking up lives.
Yeah, he could have been murderating people.
What's the story?
So, this man, let's name him Charlie. I don't know, it just seems right.
Charlie? I fuck with that. I fuck with
Charlie. So Charlie is a man of Chinese descent.
Mm-hmm.
That is important to the story. And so Charlie came to work with us at the gun store. He started like, I don't know, maybe like 2-ish months after I did. And then he was quickly promoted into a manager position. I want to say like maybe 3 months after, like 3 months since he started working, right?
And was he a cool dude? Like, even with what time?
Oh yeah, he was super cool. I loved him. He was great. He was very nice to me. Like, we had a great time. But he got promoted to manager position because he had a bunch of like manager experience and like retail experience and stuff. And so our store could have really benefited from that because for the most part, the people that were managers at the store were just old people that have been there for a very long time but don't have any experience in retail or in being a manager, so they were kind of shitty managers. Not all of them.
Most of them.
Some of them.
Some of them? Okay, yeah.
So anyways, so Charlie became a manager. It was great. Everything was running smooth. Like, things were popping off. Like, we were about to start social media. We were going to start a YouTube channel. We were going to try and like really promote our shit, like have a great time with it. Turns out I come into work one day and I'm like, oh, like, where's Charlie? Like, he hasn't been in lately.
He hasn't been coming to work lately.
Because I either wasn't scheduled the one day or I was sick. But either way, I wasn't there when he got walked out of the building.
In handcuffs, like that fucking Omar Buddy Jr. or Omar Gooding Jr.
Yeah, Omar Gooding Jr.
Yeah,
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Cuba, is it Omar or Cuba? One of the Gooding Jr.
It's Cuba Gooding Jr.
It's Cuba because Omar was Mo from Smart Guy.
Yeah.
So he's the other guy.
The other one. Anyways, one of the Goodings.
He's like, yep, yeah, that's me. Yeah, sorry.
So I find out because like they can't tell me everything because it is an ongoing investigation. But from the bits and pieces that I heard from everyone else, and because, like, I needed to know.
You're saying, like, bro, what the fuck?
And people like to tell me things.
What the fuck happened?
Yeah, so I was going to this person, and each person was telling me a little bit of information that the next person didn't have. So I pieced it all together. Turns out, this man was stealing from the store.
Plain and simple.
And when you work anywhere, stealing isn't good. But when you work at a gun store, stealing definitely is not great. So the police got called on him. He got walked out of the building and he was banned from the store, could never return. Ever. Like, even because he had a bunch of stuff, like
on layaway and shit?
No. He had a bunch of like photography stuff because he had like photography was a hobby of his and he was using it to take pictures and stuff for our Instagram, right? And so he had a bunch of photography stuff at the store, and because I knew which was his stuff more than everyone else, I had the task of going around collecting all of his things and putting it in a box. But because he was banned from the store and not allowed within like a certain radius of it, he couldn't even come pick his things up. We had to ship it to him.
She's like, here you go.
Like, we had to mail it to him. He lives in the town.
That's just meet me outside the store or something,
Yeah.
like a pickup truck. I got.
And it was crazy because nobody ever really said what he stole or like how he did it or like what the whole thing was. But people were saying that he would possibly have ties with one of our competitors in Toronto who is known for being a Chinese mafia money laundering like location.
Is
like
known for it.
It's the store is completely a front. And the reason why everyone knows, especially the people that work in other gun stores, is because we all know what the base price is for items. So usually stores will sell it for like a certain percentage above so that they make money, right?
Little markup.
This store was almost always selling below cost. And so you can't make money that way. Because they were always doing free shipping. They were always doing below cost. They were always having sales. There's no way that they could ever be profitable.
I hope this isn't put on mark on our head and by the Chinese moms. No,
come for me!
Stop! No. We don't want that on the head. No. We don't want any trouble. We're all good.
I want a little bit of trouble. Send just one person my way that I can fight.
Okay, so we have that there. Sharing the PS5. I just want to close out with one more thing. It's a little bit more of a somber topic. So we recently watched that movie.
Yeah.
You People. And let me just get it out of the way. Guys, as a black person, that movie made me cringe.
As a white person, that movie made me cringe.
I can't imagine it for you because you're looking, it's like, not saying like looking in the mirror, seeing stuff like that, but like, you know, there's certain like consistencies with, you know, like an older white woman and how she treats black people and then like how an over, you know, like Hotep black guy treats like.
Honestly, most of the time I was just like, you can't say that.
Yeah, like, how can you be so toned down? Like the mom in that movie, it's like, I'm gonna put something on the table. I'm gonna do something on the table. I hate how the police, like, bro, what?
I'm just gonna throw this on the table for everybody. And then when Jonah Hill confronts her, she's like, but I said I was throwing it. I wasn't directing it. And I was throwing it out for everyone to talk about. I'm like, yeah, but if you never talk about it, even if you say that you're throwing it out, you're still directing it. And yeah.
And then there's other parallels, like when I brought you home around for the very first time.
Yeah.
And my parents basically said, like, they didn't say it to you, but they said, they're like, yeah, so you're not trying to, like,
marry a white girl, huh?
Yeah, like, you're not trying to do that, are you? Like, that's kind of, like, my thing. Like, I originally wasn't going to get married in the first place, but Kayla's the only one that really makes me feel like I can do that. Like, I love this woman. Like, I would think you'd be proud of it or happy about it, you know?
Yeah, especially since your dad said I was worth so many cows.
That was after the fact.
Oh, yeah?
That was after the fact. But the pre-side was just, like, you know, can't believe you're doing this. Like, even when I told my mom, I showed her the ring, I'm like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
It's happening.
She was furious. And it was only until after I moved out, we've already been together for like 4 years or so at the time, that my family finally came around. Because your family's always been like, okay, do you want to do it? You want to marry a black dude? Do whatever. Like, it's your...
Have at it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that I think was really cool.
Well, except for my grandpa.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not guilting you for it, because you definitely have... Your family does have its things that, you know, I have... egregiances.
He wasn't. So I do want to preface this.
It was a tattoo, wasn't it?
My grandpa wasn't necessarily upset that I was marrying a black guy because you were black. He just wanted me to marry somebody from our culture specifically because it would be easier for him to like integrate into the family because they would just understand the traditions and the culture and that sort of thing. And so like my grandpa's like, are you sure you want to do it? I'm like, yeah, kind of. Like I already said yes and we're already planning the wedding and I'm putting down deposits. So like It's
You
kind
can
of
be there if you like, but
yeah, it's kind of happening, but
yeah, the wedding itself. Well, there's two things I want to bring up. The first thing, like, you know, looking at one side dancing and then the other side watching. Let me just say for what it is. They were mesmerized.
Oh,
by
yeah.
Like when we
the amount of people that told me afterwards, like, wow, that was so entertaining. Like the dance that your cousins and everybody
the
did.
traditional African dance.
Yeah, they're like, that was so cool. Like, I've never been to a wedding that's done that. I'm like, yeah, because you've only been to white people weddings. Like, there isn't usually traditional African dance at white people weddings.
This shit went down. And my second ingredient is your cousin kept trying to fuck my cousin, man. They saw a nice...
Your cousins shouldn't be hot. It's not my fault you have attractive cousins.
They were howling. They were just singing like...
Yeah, they were coming up to us like, is she single? How old is she? And like, I don't... Fuck if I know. They're his cousins, not mine. Like,
but yeah, even with all the issues and situations that we've been through post-2020 George Floyd with your family and my family and everything that's been in between, I still wouldn't change a thing.
I definitely think after watching that movie, our issues were bad, but they weren't that bad.
Yeah, we like I was saying, like there's definitely like you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like if I even have to correct you, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's just the small things that happen outside the family. Can't control that. Can't control family.
Yeah.
Can't control what they see. It's fine. That movie brought that to a 10. Like brought that shit to a 10. Like I'm sitting here like. That shit was hard to watch. So anybody that's trying to watch you people as a black person and even as a white person, you're gonna fucking cringe.
I'm just glad that no one from your family tried to trick me into saying the name of that song.
Yeah. So say Niggas in Paris real quick. What's this?
What's the name of the song?
It's on something in Paris. Is it Brothers?
Midnights in Paris, Friends in
his acting was incredible. But baby, could you give us our socials? Because we gotta get out. I gotta cook dinner soon.
It's at the bottom of the screen for the people that are watching the video. If you're only listening, though, we are on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and now, since we've got video, we'll be on YouTube at the Crazy Gates. That's the letter G, the number 8S podcast. Bang. Again, Crazy Gates podcast.
All right, Kayla. Say goodbye to your friends.
Bye.
Bye.